Okay, I see the little live button. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2. Focus up. Focus up.
I guess we'll give it a second. See, there it is, live now. All right, beautiful.
Oh yeah, ka-cha.
Clicking on it. Let's see what it shows. Make sure this is muted.
Oh, it's going back and forth.
Boom. There we go. All right. Oh, interesting. Oh, every time I talk.
Yep.
Oh fuck. Of course, now it works.
Yeah, now it works.
Piece of shit.
I just like how you're blank.
We don't want to do. I should have created an avatar or some shit. Oh man, that's hilarious. So when we have Chris Wong Swenson on, we can't, have that flip back and forth. But of course, when it's just a fucking avatar, blue Google avatar, I switch back and forth. So that's sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and try to share this. Oh, never mind. Matt did it.
It automatically does it.
Oh, well then fuck me. All right.
No, thank you. Anyway, you have the same kind of box that's pulled up for me, like where it shows
yeah, maybe there's like a setting or something.
Yeah, to the left. If you go to the left, there should be like screen share.
Mm-hmm. Chat.
It's a green
share,
box.
Yep. Okay.
And then share, and that way it'll show your computer screen. So hopefully you don't have anything on there.
Oh, hold on. Let me close the porn real quick. I guess that works. I'm not going to have much on mine, but it's better than nothing.
Well, just have the main Hollywood Reporter thing pulled up.
All right. So
good thing we're doing this live. Anyway.
Right? Yeah, exactly. People are like, what the fuck are they doing? We have 14 people. What I was trying to do is look to see, like, actually read comments as they were coming up. So I guess that's what I'll show on here.
Okay, whatever. As long as it's not an avatar.
18 people watching now.
Wow.
All right, perfect. So yeah, better than an avatar. You can see me scrolling through all this bullshit. So that's cool.
Wow, it's just flipping back and forth. That's gotta be nauseating.
Right. Oh, there we go. Wait, top chat. Boom. First off, I'd like to thank Henry's agent giving her statement. It's not true would indicate that, well, it's not true. Men in Tights podcast, just watching you guys trying to figure out how to work the screen is entertaining enough. Am I on TV? Yes,
Blaxican, you are on TV.
Oh man. Hey guys, by the way, hey Hardboiled Entertainment. So we're just trying to fucking figure out this nonsense. Trying something different. Obviously, there's some news out today about Henry Cavill's future.
What?
Warner Brothers and
what are you talking about?
That porn has viruses. Yes, it does. Oh man, pretty funny.
Oh, you're watching our screen thing and it's going okay. Anyway, all right, so we're gonna try this live, guys. I'm on TV, woohoo. We're gonna try this live. So obviously, this is a big deal. What Hollywood Reporter put out this morning about Henry Cavill out as Superman. Admin Warner Brothers DC Universe shakeup. All right, so there's a lot of issues with this. A lot, and it's kind of suspicious how they decide to put this out there. It's like they got tired of talking about Affleck. So it's like, all right, let's try Henry. And yeah, talk about breaking the internet. Unlike Captain Marvel, this actually did.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was pretty fucking hilarious. And it all started from a great post from the Hollywood Reporter, or great article, I guess I should say. Yeah, take their word for what it's fucking worth.
I just love how it bounces back and forth from different sources to another insider. It just all convoluted. Says studio source here. Yeah. And then it says later on another studio insider says this. And now we're supposed to believe what they said, that they're going to be focusing now on Supergirl, and Cavill's Superman doesn't look like it's going to have a future in the DCEU. Well, not only is this just odd, because it's all stemming from this deal where he was going to have a cameo in Shazam. And I remember that is that his agent, the one we're going to talk about here shortly, posted that picture of like a silhouette. It looked like of Henry Cavill on the set of Shazam. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And everyone, again, it broke the internet. Everyone was stoked, thinking that it was hard to make out that if it actually was on the set of Shazam. I think that was speculation from what I recall, but that's what it seemed like, was that it was coming from the set of Shazam and that they were trying to work something out. The interesting thing now, that if it was from the set of Shazam, why is there scheduling conflicts? Was he just there meeting someone? That's kind of what's up in the air a little bit. A lot of people speculated about possibly Black Adam, The Rock's character, making a cameo appearance of some sort, and then now Henry Cavill, and then that's kind of been back and forth. So the Hollywood Reporter, to me, was kind of a joke. Now, I mean, as Matt pointed out, sources, if they say source, that should be a red flag. Something we're going to talk about a little bit later as well is when Warner Brothers issued their statement. Unfortunately, Matt and I were unable to find the actual source of the statement. The only thing I could find from CBR.com is that their statement also came from the Hollywood Reporter. So again, take it for what it's worth.
It says right here in the main thing, a spokesman for WB. A spokesperson, excuse me, because they got to be PC.
Yeah, exactly.
Spokesperson after the initial publication of this story. So Warner Brothers statement. Actually, we'll not jump ahead too much. Let's go to Danny Garcia, Henry Cavill's manager. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much agent. So she was The Rock's agent. I believe still is. She's like a higher up for $7 Productions, which is Rock's Dwayne Johnson's, his production company. She's a higher up, and now she has a ton of clients. And what's pretty cool is Henry Cavill is one of them. So she had posted on Twitter basically a response that says, "Oh, fucking cool! Thanks, iPhone, for freaking out, you piece of shit." As soon as I said it says, "Boop," it's gone, and we're live. So that's fantastic. Stupid fucking thing. All right. So she says, "Be peaceful. The cape is still in his closet. At WB Pictures has been and continues to be our partners as they evolve the DC universe. Anticipate a WB statement later today."
So anticipate a WB statement. Be peaceful. The cape is still in the closet. Okay. So then we get to WB statement. Furthermore, Warner's isn't likely to make a solo Superman film for at least several years, according to another source. Oh, wait, that's not the statement. See, that's why we don't go live. There we go. Go down here. We have a great relationship and a great respect for Henry Cavill that continues to remain unchanged. Additionally, we have made no current decisions regarding an up-and-coming Superman films. Read a statement from a Warner Brothers spokesperson after the initial publication of this story. Now, I know some people are going to probably disagree because I can already see it in the comments. Everybody's like, Hollywood Reporter is garbage. This is wrong. But I'm my personal opinion, reading WB's cryptic message makes me feel like the Hollywood Reporter's kind of right. They're kind of like what happened is that everybody took the Hollywood Reporter's little shit here and then decided to make their own stupid titles and shit. So then you got a bunch of different people saying Henry Cavill's out, Henry Cavill's out, Henry Cavill's out over and over and over again. He's gone. The Man of Steel is done. Yada, yada, yada. So then it makes it feel like it's certain. But really what they were saying was that they're focusing on Supergirl and there's no plans for a Superman movie. The problem is they went to the assumption because of what happened with Shazam and what happened with Shazam and what happened, that the fact that they may have no plans for a Superman movie, they pretty much just assume he's not going to be Superman anymore. They came to a assumption, and WB kind of just confirms what they said just without the assumption that he's still Superman. But the fact that they don't have any plans for a Superman movie, probably the most popular superhero character, comic book character, kind of shows that he may not be in the future DCEU movies. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And I do agree that a lot of people took it and run with it, but the Hollywood Reporter's initial article states Henry Cavill out as Superman.
Yeah, I know they're
And
using clickbait. I know they're still
yeah.
using clickbait, but the main focus of the article was describing from one of these stupid sources and insiders and everything how there's just no plans to have a Superman movie and that they're focusing on Supergirl, and things fell through with the Shazam deal, the cameo. So it just kind of sounds like if there's not an and then even this James Bond reference, which was just stupid in the Hollywood Reporter. Oh yeah, you just change out Superman like it's fucking nothing. Okay. But
Right.
I mean, I guess they kind of do that with Batman because we've had so many Batmans in the last 20 years. I guess if you look at it like that, we've had so many different people playing Batman. But it's just kind of funny the way they said that. You just keep chucking people out because, yeah, just finding a guy that can play Superman is just so freaking easy, apparently. But it just feels like if WB is willing to come out and say we have no plans for a future Superman movie, then what is Henry going to do?
I don't think that's a large surprise. Honestly, I think
It is to me. Superman is the biggest comic book character ever. How do you not have plans?
Oh yeah,
for at least him to be in the Supergirl movie.
Absolutely. However, given everything that's been leading up, and we haven't heard a single thing in regards to Superman, you think that would be a top priority? That we hear things about Batman, we hear things about Shazam, all the things that are about to come out, but nothing about Superman. So I actually agree. Annie or Ann O says I think they are still negotiating. I think that's a pretty big that's a pretty solid guess, and that's kind of where I'm leaning towards as well. Is that they're probably still negotiating, but that they don't have any solid plans. That who knows if they have any solid plans for this fucking universe? To be honest, it kind of seems like they're just shooting from the hip at this point, and we'll kind of see where it goes. But it does kind of seem like maybe some negotiating tactics. I'm not really sure. I have a hard time believing that when someone says my source, this source, this person, even what WB statement came out, and I'm taking that with a grain of salt because it went to the Hollywood Reporter and it was again a spokesperson. Okay, well, how come they're nameless? How come it wasn't Warner Brothers Twitter feed? How come it didn't come?
That's what I was looking for.
Some other source. Yeah, like you can't find it. It's directly through the Hollywood Reporter, and that's it. So we're supposed to take a questionable website at best at their word that they have some inside sources. Okay, sure, maybe they've been right in some cases, but I think largely take it with a grain of salt. And as soon as it came out, I was like, okay, I'll wait to see if maybe Superman says if maybe Henry Cavill says, yeah, thanks, this has been great, I loved playing Superman, and then moved on from it, then be up in arms. But it's clickbaity, popular, as Matt said, jumping on the bandwagon of, oh, okay, well, Ben Affleck is now in rehab, so who can we move on to next to just ruin the DCEU even more? Unfortunately, which I think we're about ready to segue into, is Henry Cavill was a little cryptic as well, which was somewhat disappointing, I think.
He definitely went to the school of Zack Snyder cryptic messages.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So Henry Cavill posted this video to his Instagram saying, "Today was exciting. #Superman." Exciting for you, maybe, not for us that care.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not sure how well this is going to translate on to the screen, but oh shit, I clicked out. Hold on.
I'll try not to talk. Okay, now I'll talk. If you're struggling. See, we got this figured out. Is it showing my screen now? I don't know. I just have everyone's comments that are rolling through. One thing I did think was fucking hilarious. The Nice Cast. If you follow him, he's a big Zack Snyder supporter.
So the whole time I was playing that video, you talked. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, when you were playing the video, I was trying to stall. It seemed like you were.
No. I had it playing.
Oh,
I thought you could see that.
No, I have all the comments up. It was nauseating watching us flip back and forth. All right, go ahead, play the video.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna play the video now, and Shane's gonna shut the fuck up. All right, here we go. Okay, that's it. Fairy of Firestorm. I'm having seizures. Yeah, so am I.
I'm sorry. This sucks. Initially we were expecting it not to flip back and forth on it, similar to how our Chris Wong episode went, that it was just on us. But then, of course, when we don't want it to do that, that's exactly what it's doing, fucking flipping back and forth. So, anyways, yeah. So there's the video, very cryptic, exciting. Some people are speculating that the Superman action figure is in a Black Panther box. Okay. I guess the little sticker on it kind of looks like it could be Black Panther. I don't know.
Does that confirm that Michael B. Jordan is going to be playing?
Right? Yeah. Oh, more bullshit. Oh, yeah,
man,
terrible.
Did websites have a field day today? Just lying out their asses and manipulating everything. Michael B. Jordan reportedly among actors being considered to replace Henry Cavill. All right. Cool. What? This is again that ultimate troll move that I talked about before. Just a way to piss everybody off, because it's just ridiculous. I don't know why they even did this. And then you even have the New York Post putting out Ben Affleck is out as DC's Batman following Henry Cavill's rumored exit. I mean, they call it a rumored exit, and then they say Batfleck is out though as like it's confirmation. Like their rumor on top of the rumor. Like, way to go, guys. Like, this is just pathetic. Even Screen Rant, who actually posted first, Superman, Warner Bros. Refutes reports of Henry Cavill's exit. And then I don't have this one pulled up on the computer to do it, but then just not too long ago, a different Screen Rant person put Man of Steel 2. What Cavill's DCEU departure means for solo Superman movies on the same website. One of their guys says WB refutes it. The other guy says he's leaving. What's next? Are you kidding me, guys? Like, come on. This is just pathetic. This whole thing, pathetic. How reporters and how these so-called websites and shit like that, I guess they are websites. I should say so-called reporters, like these scoopers and stuff like that, have just totally just abandoned any moral principles at all.
Yeah, fake news at its best. One of the things I was saying, I was getting into a little bit earlier, the Nice Cast on Instagram. I think he has a YouTube page as well. He's also on Vero. He posted something I thought was fucking hilarious. It's the Henry Cavill mustache, like face, and he says when the he's too mopey as Superman energy changes to you'll always be my Superman, and I thought that was so accurate, because we've had all these people, all of this debate over if Henry Cavill was the right Superman, and then all of a sudden people are freaking out like, holy shit, I can't believe it. No, please say it isn't true. Very few people did I see that said, good, I'm glad. I hated him as Superman. It totally completely flipped. And every comment is, no, you'll always be my Superman. On his video, he has like 22,000 comments, and it's all that. Like, no, say it isn't so. What does this mean? Like all that stuff. So just fucking hilarious that how the narrative switches so quickly.
Exactly. And then to add more fun to the whole thing, Zack Snyder posted this awesome little panel. I'm not exactly positive what this is supposed to be, but my guess is it's a kind of a First Flight part 2. It looks, or it's First Flight from Man of Steel. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if it's for Justice League or for Man of Steel, but it's a 8 little panel thing like he's been doing. And I find it to be interesting as hell. If it is for Justice League, I think it finally answers this question, and I'm pulling it up on my screen now. But I've always wondered what this was, where he's sitting on the rock. And I think this is first part of First Flight Part 2 from Justice League. And I think it's exactly what these panels, just before these panels start, is this moment right here where he's on the rock. So I don't know. Even Zack Snyder kind of sending out hope just doesn't, and the S's doesn't, or what is it? Something like that. Hope The S means hope and shit like that.
Yeah, I was trying to scroll through it while you were talking, trying to limit the talking back and forth. He puts it's not an S.
Yeah, it's not an S.
That was his caption. So again, he's more cryptic stuff to me. Once you read the initial report and then he posts that and says it's not an S, you're kind of thinking like, well, damn, like that's kind of depressing. Like it means hope. It could be like, hey, be hopeful for the future of the DC universe, or it could be like, it's not just an S and you guys are fucking around. I don't know. The other thing, going back to Henry Cavill's video, that I had kind of wondered, when he's holding a toy and he's bringing it up. So I'm like, are you trying to say they're toying with you? I don't fucking know. It's hard
Maybe
to read
he's toying
between
with
the
us.
lines. Yeah, could be. Who knows?
Going through some of the comments, trying to answer you guys' stuff since we are live.
Yeah, the Men in Tights podcast. Check out his video. He says clickbait articles says Henry Cavill is not Superman anymore. Great title.
One happy sub put Michael B. Jordan as Steel. I mean, there's a lot of things Michael B. Jordan could be. There's a lot. I actually don't think he does better at a. I was about to say heel, but that's a wrestling reference. He does better at more villainous roles. I think Killmonger's awesome, but then you look at him as in the Fantastic Four, as the Human Torch, Johnny Storm. I'm just it doesn't fit him. He needs to. I think I think he just needs to play more villainous role. I think that would be better for him.
Yeah, I agree. Psycho Bevo, great comment. I had this exact thought. Hollywood Reporter's logic behind claiming that Superman can't be in potential Supergirl movie was nonsense. They said it was the age difference between the two characters. Essentially, they stated that they want to start all over, and because they're going to do a Supergirl movie, you can't have an older Henry Cavill. Which that makes no fucking sense, because you have a Wonder Woman movie based in 1984 and another one based in
1919.
Thank you. Yeah. So, okay, they can't just do a fucking prequel Supergirl movie, or how about a post Justice League Supergirl movie? I don't know. They made it work on the Supergirl TV show, but I guess that validates your claims, your source's claim.
Yeah, it literally makes no sense. It makes no sense how they would insert a Supergirl into this universe without Henry Cavill. You need to have Superman at the same time, or Supergirl needs to be a presence way before any of the other established characters, before Wonder Woman, before anybody. So it would have to be, I don't know, medieval? Are we going medieval Supergirl?
There you go.
Maybe, or it'd have to be projected into the future before, when a lot of the Justice League people are dead, are already dead, way into the future. Because, I think she's always behind him, in some of the comics, she's behind him because of the wormhole, the projection or whatever. She comes later than him, even though she's older than him technically. And so,
that's what they do in the superhero or in the Supergirl TV show. I believe in the original Supergirl movie, they do the exact same thing, that he showed up first, and then she gets there and she's like, well, I'll just kind of, live out my life as normal. Hunter Iggy says, did you get my question? What if Michael B. Jordan was cast as Black Manta's son in the second movie of Aquaman? That would be pretty badass.
I think, yeah. I mean, that would work too. I mean, he would fit almost anything. He's a pretty good actor. I mean, I just don't understand why they're going for Superman of all things. I don't know. Just seems like an odd choice if you're going to have a clickbait, make it more, maybe try Jon Stewart. That at least makes more sense.
Right. Exactly. I wish I could find it. I'm not going to bother trying to pull it up now, but Will Smith had commented a long time ago about rumors of him being cast as Superman, of people do not want to see a black Superman, essentially.
He basically said you don't mess with white people's heroes.
Yeah. Thank you. You remember that quite a lot.
No, I was just talking to someone about this yesterday.
Oh, really? Holy shit. And all of a sudden, Michael B. Jordan.
I looked it up. It was just weird. It's crazy how it all comes around.
Right. Yeah, no shit. Michael B. Jordan.
I like Hard-Boiled Entertainment. I swear it's like this is September Fool's Day and no one announced it. I swear. Yeah, this is now what they got to do, because they got to generate buzz. Ben Affleck's in rehab, like we said. There's nothing more to really say. I mean, they're not going to say anything about, you know, the precious Gal Gadot. I mean, they're not going to say anything about that. So who's next in line? You can't get a Man of Steel, so Henry Cavill, he's not playing Superman anymore. I don't know what this turns out to be ultimately. I mean, WB still being cryptic. I was like so excited when I saw that WB was going to have an official announcement. I'm like, oh my God, they're not just going to let a rumor float around and destroy their universe. They're going to actually give an official announcement. And then their official announcement is about as cryptic as it possibly can be. Yeah, I think Zack Snyder has less cryptic in his message than that.
Right. And again, it's to the Hollywood Reporter via whoever you find, Screen Rant, CBR.com, whoever, and they're saying, oh, look, here's the statement. So again, not from like a blue check mark Twitter page or Facebook or wherever the fuck. No, it's got to be through someone's inside source. So I don't know. Take it for what it is. I guess time will only tell. I hope that we get a firm confirmation, maybe in the next couple of days of, yeah, Man of Steel 2 is going to come out in 2025 or whatever.
Big booty. Superman not inspiring Billy and not part of Supergirl's origin is a joke of the DCU. Again, yeah, that's a really good point. All the Easter eggs they have in Shazam of Man of Steel and this version of Superman isn't going to exist anymore. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. They just need, WB just needs to pull their head out of their ass, and they need to get what is going to make them big back in order. Yeah, keep bringing all these guys that we've never seen before, but you never forget Batman and Superman. I know we've had a shit ton of Batman movies, and some people are a little worn out on Batman movies a little bit, but Superman movies, I mean, we got Man of Steel, we got BVS. Unfortunately, Justice League is what it is. But I still feel like there's just Man of Steel 2, I think, has probably, with Henry Cavill anyway, has some of the biggest potential. And it's just wasted time if you don't utilize it in any way. Just a waste of money, time, and effort that was put into the character.
Yep, absolutely. And just to touch on what you're saying in regards to kind of, I guess, Batman fatigue, the cool part is that Zack Snyder introduced yet again another kind of intriguing take on the character that I'm excited to see where Matt Reeves takes it. I'm excited to see where it goes. There has been a foundation that has been established, and all they have to do is fucking build upon that. And I don't know, Warner Brothers is struggling with that at the moment, it seems.
Yeah, and hopefully they get everything figured out. So again, take this Superman news with a grain of salt. I mean, Henry Cavill pretty much, I think his cape is still in the closet. He's still Superman. It's just whether or not WB is going to pull their head out of their ass and get a Superman movie going. And so if he does show up in Shazam and this is just one big freaking marketing scheme to try to make everybody like, oh my God, I can't believe it. He was in Shazam the whole time and we thought it wasn't going to happen. I don't know if that's the best way to do it because, you know, there's the saying, even bad publicity is good publicity. I just don't think in this case that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just right now, I can't tell you how many times I saw hashtag fuck WB.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people were pissed. That's for sure.
And it was lit up all over social media. All over social media. This guy has a presence. Keep him in your stable. Okay, WB, get a story, get a director, get him back right now. So I think that's going to conclude.
Yeah. Thank you again for everyone who has contributed, who jumped on here. This was unplanned. Matt did a fantastic job at doing some quick research of like, hey, how do we do this? We want to talk about it. We want to do it live. Want to have some people contribute. So thank you to everyone. Sorry for the screen switching back and forth. We'll try to figure out something for the next time that we do this, but it's pretty cool. Thanks to everyone.
Yep. In case I don't see you.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
And now you get to see me click out. Wait, where the fuck is it?
Oh,
and
awkward.
There we go. And bye.